A brief introduction to annealing. What is annealing? Annealing is a process used by jewelers and silversmiths to soften metals after they've become work hardened. The metal is heated to remove any internal stresses and make the metal more malleable for further shaping and forming. If you don't anneal your metal, it can become brittle and crack. How do you know when to anneal? A fully annealed piece of silver will be malleable, but when silver is repeatedly bent, hammered or manipulated, it will become work hardened, causing it to become more difficult to work with. If you notice that the silver is becoming stiff or resistant to further manipulation, it's time to anneal. How to anneal? The annealing temperature for softening sterling silver is between 1100 Fahrenheit and 1200 Fahrenheit, or 590 degrees C to 650 degrees C. While this is interesting to know, in the studio it's more practical to use visual methods to determine the right annealing temperature. Method 1. The colour change. In order to see the colour changes in the silver, it's best to turn off any bright lights on your bench. Put your silver on a fire brick and heat it up evenly with your blowtorch until it reaches a dull pink colour. Method 2. The Sharpie Hack. If you have a bright environment and you can't see the colour changes in your metal, you can use a Sharpie permanent marker to help determine when the annealing temperature has been reached. Draw on your silver and then heat it the same way as before. When the mark has completely disappeared, annealing temperature has been reached. You can quench it in cold water or leave your piece to cool on a fire brick or a steel block before popping it into the pickle to clean. It's worth noting that there's no limit to how many times you can anneal your piece. It's preferable to anneal more frequently than to run the risk of damaging your metal.